Parking, babysitter, sorry, okay. I was asked to be part of a tribute night for REM at Carnegie Hall. And I was asked to sing an REM song. It was me and about 25 other artists. And I wanted to do night swimming, and I wanted to learn how to use a looping pedal for the first time ever at Carnegie Hall. Really smart, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to stand out, I wanted to be different. So Chris taught me how to use the pedal, and I kind of got it. And if you were here earlier, you saw Greg doing it. It's just basically, I'm looping my voice, I'm looping my voice, I'm looping my voice, I'm looping my voice. Here we go, yeah, here we go, yeah, here we go, yeah, here we go, yeah. Beautiful, so yeah, that's what it does. And so I wanted to learn how to do that song on the pedal and kind of learn the parts vocally and do it all, execute it all vocally, and Chris played upright bass with me. So I was terrified to be in that state by myself. And so I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I sort of got it. And the day came, and it was one of those things where it just came before I was ready for it to be there. And I woke up and I thought, oh gosh, alright, this is the day, I'll get it, I'll practice it a few times in the living room. I kind of got it. I said, I'll get it at sound check. We go to sound check, I get there. I thought I could go shopping. I thought I was gonna have time to go shopping and get an outfit, and there would be a shower there, in my dressing room. There was not enough time to really go shopping, and there was no shower. So I was dirty. And I had to go buy some, like, sensible Ann Taylor outfit that I'll never wear again. Kind of like, hey, nothing wrong with Ann Taylor. She's lovely, but I had to buy something that wasn't like me. And I couldn't take a shower. So there was already these things all set against me, and then sound check went longer than it was supposed to, and then when I finally got to sound check, I couldn't hear anything, and it was just this nightmare, and at least REM isn't gonna be in the audience, like that was what I was afraid of. Then I find out an hour before the show that REM is going to be in the front row watching us, performing along with 5,000 people in Carnegie Hall. And I'm, at this point, terrified in my Ann Taylor outfit, and I have no shoes on either. I didn't have the right shoes, so I'm barefoot in a strange dress with my hair pulled to the side because it's crazy, and I'm terrified. I figure, how bad can it be? Carnegie Hall, musical icon staring at you while you're singing their song. It could be really bad, okay. And I started to get like very, very fearful and very nervous. So nervous that I was trembling. And I remember when they called my name, and I was about halfway through the set. Chris and I walk out on stage, he had this big bass, and I have nothing but my stupid piece of machinery that I can't rely on in my front of me, and I'm like, so scared, the microphone's shaking. I look over at Chris for some moral support, and he's like, white as a sheet. Staring at me for the same reason. I'm like, no, dude, different thing here, I just learned how to use this thing. So I put my bare foot onto the pedal, and I start the loop, and I make this loop, and halfway through I realize that I'm not failing miserably, and I just sort of let go, and I sang, and it ended up being really beautiful, and I ended, and the audience just erupted in applause, and I walked off stage, and everyone was just like, oh, that was amazing, that was so beautiful, and I'm like, and my head's getting bigger, 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 bigger. I mean, now the next thing I say is that I don't drink. I don't really drink alcohol, I don't enjoy it. But the after party was at a winery, and I was so nervous still that everyone's like, just drink some champagne, you'll feel better. Drink some champagne, you'll feel better. So I'm like, okay, I'll have a glass, fine. But my glass never seemed to get empty. It just kept being refilled. And I didn't really, I was like, hey, world, I'm a rock star, and I'm drinking champagne in my bare feet, like, I would estimate about probably somewhere between 6 and 8 glasses were probably consumed at the moment when I met Michael Stipe, the lead singer of REM. Okay, so he comes up to me like a unicorn from the woods, sparkling. He was like Beyonce and a unicorn that had like wearing a sweater vest, like he glided over to me. He was like, hello. He was like Glinda in a bubble from the. I was like, I couldn't even believe that he came over to me and was talking to me, and I couldn't. I couldn't believe it. And he said something, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I like to imagine that it was something like, that was amazing, that was the best one of the night, I love you today. It was something like that. I was just so dazzled by him, because I just love that band so much, and I'm like, I learned a looping pedal, and there was no shower, and I was like, no shoe, like, I was like grabbing it now to the day to propel myself out of this drunken hole that I was in, and he's just like staring at me, waiting for something real to come out of my mouth, and nothing did, and he was like, okay, nice to meet you, and turned around to leave, and I was like, no, this is not gonna happen this way. And I reached out my hand to grab his shoulder. That was the intention anyway, and I misfired. My depth perception had been affected, and I grabbed his far shoulder, as you would a friend, a close companion, not a stranger. And I grabbed him, and he was turning, and I was grabbing, and it was something like if there was an instant replay, like a slow-mo for the Olympics. I'm Michael Stipe. This is my hand, okay? This is Ingrid's hand. This is Michael Stipe's body. It's like he was turning, and I was dragging my hands, tugging, the mandibular areas of Michael Stipe's swelling. He could have been wearing a t-shirt in my brain, that's what he's wearing. And then I sort of I had his shoulder, I was like, this isn't good. And then he turned around and he was just like, I harassed him, and he looked at me in a way that was like, we're done here, And I'm like, totally get it. And then he galloped off into the woods again. And I was just there with my stupid glass of never-ending champagne and my bare feet and my dirty hair, and I was so high on the world, and I was so great, and then that's what happened, and it taught me a lesson to never hope and never dream and never really like yourself, because sometimes always expect a little less than everything, and you'll be fine. And I remember I woke up the next morning and my manager was just like, there was a list of things that I had said. Apparently I had met the head of HBO or Comedy Central or something, and his wife was with him, and she's like, here, meet Mr. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, to his wife, I love your shoes! Things like that. And I have no shoes on. So what favorite references who have no shoes on? Anyway, so there was a list of things that I had done wrong and embarrassed myself, but what I came out of that day with was this lovely song that I love to do, and I hope I don't mess it up for you tonight. I'm going to try my very best, and I just want to thank you again for coming to this lovely, beautiful theater. Thank you for indulging me and allowing me to be myself, and as talkative as that is, it is part of me, and sometimes I'm not when I don't feel comfortable, so it's a testament to you. Thank you for being such a wonderful friend.
The photograph on the dashboard, taken years ago. Turn around backwards so the windshield shows every stroke. all these people understand. It's not like years ago. The fear of getting caught and the recklessness of water. They cannot see me naked. These things they go away, replaced by everyday night swimming, remembering that night. Oh, September's consumed, and I'm fighting for the moon. What if there were two side by side in a round fierce sun? That bright tide, forever drunk and not described night swimming. And you, I thought I knew you. You, I cannot judge. You, I thought you knew me. This one laughing quietly underneath my